Good evening and welcome to the Select Board meeting of September 29, 2025, 6 PM in Room 3 of Town Hall. It is now 6:02 PM. The first agenda item, gentlemen, is the signing of the warrant.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we sign the warrant.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
And that is unanimous. The next item is the approval of the regular session minute meeting, meeting minutes, I'll get that right one, it's eventually, of September 8, 2025.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we accept the regular session minutes of the Select Board of September 8th, 2025.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
That is unanimous. The next item is approval of the regular session minutes of September 22nd, 2025.
Motion to approve regular session minutes of September 22nd, 2025.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
The next item on the agenda is approval of the executive session minutes of September 16th, 2025.
Yes, and a motion to approve the executive session minutes of September 16th, 2025.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
And the next item is approval of the executive session minutes of September 22nd, 2025.
Exactly. Motion to accept the executive session minutes of September 22nd, 2025.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman, as well.
That is unanimous. The next item on the agenda is public hearings. We have a public hearing of the town planner to remand the request of petition for acceptance of Ariana Circle. I take it that you're going to handle this?
Yeah, basically, it's a notice of hearing. It's not a legal ad. This was, a notice was published at Town Hall as part of the packet. All we're looking for the board to do here is remand this to the planning board. They will then make a recommendation at town meeting.
I have a motion.
A motion, Mr. Chair. I make a motion to remand the petition for acceptance of Ariana Circle as a public way to the planning board for the purpose of conducting a public hearing.
And before I take a vote from Mr. Walsh and myself, there is no one in the audience to speak to this. This is a public hearing. Is there anyone online? There's no one on Zoom.
Good.
Mr. Walsh,
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
and that is unanimous. Thank you for pointing that out, Michael.
You're welcome.
The next item, scheduled appointments. We do not have any. Next item is the town administrator's report.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Just three items tonight. An item you're familiar with, the fiscal year 25 state 911 department support and incentive grant. We did receive notice from the Executive Office of Public Safety and Security State 911 Department. We again have been awarded a department support and incentive grant. The amount is $111,259, and as you know, it's for enhanced 911 telecommunicator personnel costs. Obviously, thank you to Dispatcher Lisa Truitt and the Milford Police Department for securing this important grant. Also pleased to note that you might have read that we have also received nearly $600,000 in grant funding from the Executive Office of Energy and Environmental Affairs, Massachusetts Vulnerability Preparedness MVP Action Grant Program, and this is for resilience planning for Godfrey Brook. This project will build on previous studies and projects which model and improve the capacity of Godfrey Brook and its tributaries. The grant will fund a multi-year effort to study and address flooding and water quality challenges along Godfrey Brook and include the hospital in O'Brien Brooks also. And then one last item, Fire Chief Mark Nelson, wants to thank Highway Surveyor Scott Crisafulli, Billy Palmer, and the Highway Department workers for their exceptional work at the Birch Street Fire Station. As you may recall, a $40,000 paving article was approved at the October 2024 special town meeting. The Highway Department provided a plan that resurfaced a much larger area than anticipated. They raised catch basins, cut back vegetation and growth, leveled problem areas. In addition, the crews removed old material from the flower beds, installed new permanent stones and loam and seed, and that was also provided along the guardrail, and it certainly enhanced the beauty of the station. So Mark just wanted to make sure that you were aware of it and the public was aware of it, of the nice work that was done by all. And that's all I have tonight, Mr. Chair.
I'm glad to see they continue to work together to accomplish good things. Any questions for the town administrator?
No, Mr. Chairman, I do not. Thank you, Ricky.
Mr. Chairman?
Next item is old business, town administrator concerning the town meeting warrant.
Again, the warrant was there, you saw it at the last meeting. If the board wants to take anything up, you can. Obviously, if not, then we will proceed at town meeting on October 20th.
Any questions?
I have no questions or issues, Mr. Chairman, no.
Chairman?
A motion?
A motion to accept the town meeting warrant for October 20th, 2025, as is.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
It is unanimous. A new business, police chief concerning the sale or surplus of surplus vehicles.
Yes, two vehicles here. One is a 2011 Lexus vehicle, and the other a 2017 Ford Expedition. They're looking to auction these vehicles. As you know, the board would need to vote. I believe these were vehicles that were forfeited to the Milford Police Department. One was, and the second was one that is currently used by IT Department Head Chris George. That vehicle, I guess, is just too much going wrong with it, and the maintenance and repairs just exceed its value. So that's what they're looking for. I think it was Ed Pokernicki who made the request for the police department.
A motion?
Motion, Mr. Chair. I think this is a good way, too, to ensure that the town recovers some value from older vehicles that are no longer used or needed for public safety operations. Therefore, I would make a motion that the Select Board declare the following police department vehicles as surplus: 2011 Lexus and a 2017 Ford Expedition. And also, if you can make another motion, too, that the Select Board to dispose of these vehicles through public auction utilizing municipal as we have in the past in accordance with relevant procurement and surplus property regulations.
Before I second that, Mr. Chairman, also to Mr. Mazzucchelli's point, not only the financial end, we also have nowhere to store these vehicles. This is a way to get rid of them, and with
Right.
that, I will gladly second the motion.
And that's unanimous. Rick, just to point out that the vehicle that was forfeited, the funds that come from that don't go in the general fund.
Right.
They go into the forfeiture fund.
Correct. Yep.
Next item is the police chief concerning handicap accessible parking spaces.
We received a request from a resident at 42 Green Street. There are, I think, two individuals that have placards and have handicap issues, and they're looking to place at least one, possibly two, if the police chief deems that two are appropriate, in the vicinity of 42 Green Street. The police chief indicates that he believes that it is a good idea, as there are none down there at this point.
All right.
I have a motion, please.
Motion, Mr. Chair, I make a motion that to approve the installation of at least one handicapped accessible parking spot at 42 Green Street.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
We're authorizing him, if he feels there's two, that two would be appropriate, correct?
Okay, then at least one, I said, so two would be appropriate.
Yes.
And that'll also show that we have a commitment to ongoing accessibility to public safety for all our residents.
And that is unanimous. Next item is from the Milford Scouts for a permit to obstruct for the scouting food drive.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we accept the motion that was requested by David Winkler, Scouting for Food Drive Coordinator, for a permit to obstruct and use the municipal parking lot located next to the food pantry on Saturday, November 8th, 2025, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And it is conducted for this annual Scouts Food Drive, and everything is, the police chief approved the permit as well.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
That's unanimous. Next item is Lunch Council number 80, Knights of Columbus, a permit to obstruct a public way.
Right, okay, okay, and, Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we accept the application for a permit to obstruct by the Knights of Columbus and participate in its annual Tootsie Roll Drive to raise monies to benefit the physically and mentally handicapped. They're requesting permission to hand out Tootsie Rolls and collect funds at the intersection of Route 16 and 109 on Saturday, October 18th, 2025, from 8:30 to 3 p.m., with the rain date of Saturday, October 25th, 2025. And our police chief also reviewed the request and has no concerns.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
That's unanimous. Paul, you don't have to do a U-turn to get a second Tootsie Roll. Just pay for two. The next item is Milford High School Boosters Club, permit to obstruct a public way for a 5K run walk on Thanksgiving morning.
Yeah, it's okay. This is, I believe, their 15th annual Turkey Day race. And again, they've been doing the same route. So I would say we accept the application by the Milford High Boosters Club for a permit to obstruct for the annual Turkey Day 5K race walk on Thanksgiving morning, November 27, 2025, and that will begin at 7:30 a.m. at Milford High School. And the areas that they're going to be running were also described in the application as well.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
That is unanimous. Next item is the Milford Cultural Council appointments. The Milford Cultural Council respectfully requests that this board appoint Patricia Solomon and Pagine Scamato dos Santos to the Milford Cultural Council. Both these nominees have extensive backgrounds in the arts as well as passion to engage in the work of the council on behalf of the community, as noted in their talent bank applications. They do have the support of the council members. Do I have a motion?
A motion, Mr. Chair. I make a motion to appoint Patricia Solomon and Pagine Scamato dos Santos to the Milford Cultural Council as recommended by the council chair and its members. According to their reports, these individuals were identified as strong candidates and will add to the council's missions.
I would gladly second that, Mr. Chairman.
That is unanimous, and my apologies for mispronunciation of
Turn this
the
one.
last name.
Yeah, I know.
The next item is St. Mary's of the Assumption Parish, a permit to obstruct the public way. From Father Peter Joyce.
This is what, number 7, right?
7.
Okay. Okay, attaches, we make a motion, Mr. Chair, in Member Walsh, that we approve the application from St. Mary's Parish for a permit to obstruct a candlelight procession in honor of Nossa Senhora Aparecida, following this 7 p.m. Mass on Saturday, October 11, 2025. The procession will begin at the church and around the block to return to the church, and the police chief has approved this permit.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
And that is unanimous.
Yeah,
The next-
the whole, just for the audience and for anybody's information, that feast day is a, for the Blessed Mother, because of the Immaculate Conception, and she's the patron saint of the Brazilian population as well.
Thank you.
The next item is from St. Mary's Church as well, and it's concerning a one-day liquor license, wine and malt beverages.
Mr. Chair, motion to accept the application from St. Mary's Parish for a one-day beer and wine license for the event at Parish Center Hall, known as the Festa Nossa Senhora Aparecida, to be held Saturday, October 18, 2025, from 6:15 p.m. to 11 p.m. But as Chairman O'Loughlin did recommend in the past, that where it's beer and wine, we would make that 5:15 to midnight.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
That is unanimous. Next item as well is from St. Mary's Assumption Parish. It's an entertainment license for the same event. Do I have a motion?
A motion, Mr. Chair, to approve the one-day entertainment license for the event at the Parish Center Hall for that same feast That'll be Saturday, October 18th, 2025, from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m.
And before I second, Mr. Chairman, we go with those hours?
That's the entertainment.
Okay.
Really should put that, yeah.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
And that is unanimous. The next item on the agenda is invitation to speak. Is there anyone in the audience? There is no one in the audience seeking to speak to the board. Is there anyone online? There is no one online looking to speak to the board. The next item is correspondence. Any correspondence, gentlemen?
I don't have any, Mr. Chairman.
I do not have any, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Valani, any correspondence?
No, I do not, sir.
The next item is executive session. We already held an executive session prior to this meeting. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn, Mr. Chairman.
I would second that, Mr. Chairman.
And that is unanimous. Thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate you staying current with town affairs. If you have any questions, concerns, please bring them to the attention of the town administrator. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you.